How you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. Today, as promised, I will give you my Nilfgaard starter deck or beginner's deck. So just before we get started, I will link in the description down below my Instagram channel where you can follow me, and if you have some question or you want to share with me your deck, if you build some new deck because of my decks or improved my decks, or just want to share with me your decks, you can just DM me and I will definitely check your deck and give you some tips. So okay, let's go to the Nilfgaard deck. Okay, so here's the deal. I did cheat a little bit. What I mean by cheating is that I used a card that is it's not considered to be a starting card or a starting deck card. I used the Cantrella card. Let me show you. It's not that powerful card. It's pretty useless, especially when you are playing in a starting deck. So yeah, if you don't have it, you can try to buy it. If you don't have it, well, it's not that big of a deal, because a little spoiler alert. This is one of the cards that I will later on my updates of my decks. This is one of the cards that I will definitely remove. It's a good card, but there are way better cards, especially golden cards. Okay, so let's start. I do have to say that the Nilfgaard deck is basically my favorite deck. I really enjoy playing with the Nilfgaard deck. Another spoiler for the future, the deck that I will upgrade it to is gonna be more of an aristocrat deck. So yeah, most of the cards will be aristocrats. In my opinion, this is the best. I'm not considering to be the best, but the most fun deck I've ever played and made in Gwent, at least in my opinion. Okay, so we have one mage infiltrator. I'm sorry. It's a disloyal card. The meaning of disloyal is when you play it on your enemy row. So you need to put it in between two enemy cards. I hope I can show it to you in my gameplay later. Yeah, so it will damage two enemies that you put it in between of them by 3 each, which is good. And I want to show you that it's a deploy card, so it's kind of important because of the Nautica sergeant. We'll get there. Okay, so we have the emissary, which is a disloyal and a deploy, yeah, and a Van Murlem Hunter, aristocrat card. It got two abilities. You have the range and the melee. The melee got the bleeding effect. The range is the one that I use 90% of the time. The lock ability. Yeah. So the next one is Alba Spearman, deploy, and the Master of Disguise. This card combined with the Van Morlehem Hunter is really good. So you put two of them to a Master of Disguise, and every time you have a locked enemy unit, it will boost self by 1. Yeah, so it's really good. And now it's Sergeant. Whenever you play a unit with a deploy, boost self by 1. So if you start your turn by playing 1 Nautica and then the emissary and the mage inflator, you'll get a really good say properly. You'll increase the discard very fast and it will be really strong. So next we have the Tourney Jaunt. 1, and Darling Soldier is 1 as well. I think 1 is more than enough. It's a good card, but 2 is not needed. You see, if you put too much cards, at least now we have a 26 cards for a starting pack, and even in the future, when you have a stronger deck, I do not recommend you to use 30 cards or more. I think somewhere between 25 and 25 is actually the minimum, but 25 and 29 it's more than enough. The second you start using more than 30 cards, you're ruining your deck. There are many good cards, but you have to stick it with a minimum amount of cards. So 26 is enough. Yeah, you don't need two of the Darling Soldiers. The next card is Stadius Aristocrats. Deploy boost self by 1 for every spying unit. So combined with these two, it will boost self by 2 if you play both of them. And it's an aristocrat card, but in my decks, in my Nilfgaard decks at least, I do not use it that much. So later on, a little spoiler, we will remove it. But for now, it's not a bad card. So we have the Thirsty Dame, 2 of them. Whenever an enemy unit receives a status, boost self by 1. Yeah, that's pretty good, because for example, Lock is a status, Disloyal is a status, and Poison is a status. So yeah, it can be a really powerful card. Slave Hunter. Then you have the Alba Pikeman, 2. 2 Impra Bridge. By the way, the Impera Bridge Brigades, I'm sorry, Impera Brigade, either play 2 of them or none. Yeah, so don't play with just 1. It's useless if you play just with 1 of them. Alba Armored Cavalry, so it has a lock ability, so yeah, 2. And we have the Root Tosser. Now, the same as the Impera Brigade, the Root Tosser, if you don't have 2 of them, don't play it. You need to play with both. And it's simple. When you play it on range, it will spawn, like, summon this cow carcass wherever you want on your enemy's spot. Okay, so let's say you put it in between 2 enemies. The next turn, this carcass will die, and these 2 enemy cards, will get poisoned. Now, if you poison a unit twice, it will die. So you can kill 2 enemies, and yeah, it's pretty powerful, but you need to play 2 of them. Not 1, 2. must. It's either 2 or none. Okay, so yeah, we were here with the Rutasser. Peter Sar Gainleaf, I hope I pronounced it right, reset the power of a unit. We already talked about the Centerella. Of course, Geralt of Rivia. This card is, in my opinion, it's a must in every starting deck. So in the future maybe I will remove it. It's a good card, but eventually you get better cards. But for now it's a really good card. We have next the tactical advantage, and the skill I use, it's the locking skill. I can lock units. Okay, so we already talked about the 26 cards that I have. The provision, it's not important at this moment. Maybe later in the game, when you improve your deck, it will be the provision points will be more relevant. But for now, let's just keep the provision cost. So that's the deck. Okay, let's go to the gameplay. I will show you the gameplay. So while it's loading, you can hit the like button if you like it so far. If you like the deck, you should definitely try it. My next video, I'm guessing it will be the monster deck. Monster deck actually was my first deck that I ever played. Yeah, so I will show you my monster deck. Hopefully I will get to Syndicate. Gotta be honest, I never played Syndicate. Like, it will be for the first. But yeah, why not? Okay, Northern Realms. So whoever watched my previous videos knows that I'm not playing more than 3 cards in the first round. So yeah, I'm gonna play, guess, him, her, maybe. Yeah, I don't like to redraw. Most of my decks, I'm trying to build it that way, so you won't need to redraw. Now I'm thinking, and you know what? I'm gonna play with the Sergeant. And here's the deal: it's a really good card, really good effect, but the enemy is always trying to kill it as fast as possible. And well, it's pretty obvious because it's a good card. So yeah, this card is actually pretty good too, so I guess I'm gonna change my 3 cards. I'm gonna play the Lock one. Let's wait for him to finish. Okay. This is why they are trying to get rid of this card as soon as possible. Most of the cards are deploy actually, when you think about it. See, deploy, deploy, deploy. If I play all of my cards at the same time, each and every card will, almost each and every card will boost my Sergeant, so it is powerful. If it was me who's playing against my deck, I would have tried to get rid of the sergeant as soon as possible as well. I'm gonna use this, and now you'll see how powerful this card is. See? Now, this was my last card of the first round. I never try to win the first round. I don't think it's important to win the first round. In my opinion, you need to gain advantage, as much advantage as you can. So I'm guessing he's gonna try to win the first round. So he'll play at least one more card, at least. So he'll start the second turn, the second round, with less card than me. So I'll have more chances to win the next round. See, he's using his skill just to win the first round, which I don't think is that of necessary. And now I don't know why he's doing that. He's winning. He could have win without using this card. Actually, the last card was really good. I don't know why he used it. Okay. Give me the second rotor. Well, I have two, so I can exchange, and I have only one disloyal, so spy unit. I'm sorry, so I can remove him. Okay. Now he got only 8 cards. I got 2 cards more than he got. Now that was actually smart. So I need to remove at least one card that I will not use. I think I'll remove this card. No. You know what? No. I'll remove this card. Now give me the rod tosser. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the root tosser. No. Come on. I got one last shot. Give me the root tosser. Yes! Perfect. Okay.
Now I'm way up, way up. Bitch, I'm way up, way up, way up, way up. A nigga like me going way up, way up.
Now this card is actually pretty good. Damage the highest enemy unit by 1, so I'm gonna use my skill and lock it. Yeah, and it will increase. Perfect.
Mama, please don't worry about me. I got racks. Now I'm way up, way up. Bitch, I'm way up, way up, way up, way up. A nigga like me going way up, way up.
Okay. Yeah, I probably would have done the same. Now, this card is not that strong, but it's good. Like, if you put it on the melee, at the end of the turn, damage a random enemy unit by 1. It's not bad. Huh. Which one he's gonna lock? Now, that's something that I wouldn't do. But okay. Now I'm waiting patiently to use the root tosser, rot tosser, I guess. I want to use it on his strongest units. But yeah, basically I can use it now and it will inflict a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm not worried about this one. Let's see. You know what? I can even use it now. It's actually not bad idea. Actually, put it in between these two. Yeah, that's a good card. Should have waited one more turn, but okay, no problem. See? This is how powerful the root tosser. Well, I'll lock this card. Let's see what he'll do. He needs like hit me with something that more than 14 points. It's a not bad card, but he was close. Yeah. So you saw how simple it was, and he got some pretty good cards, and I'm pretty sure he's using the my starting deck on the Northern Realms. Now you can actually check my videos if you want to build the Northern Realms and see how to play it. Yeah, but this was my Nilfgaard deck. It was simple, it was really powerful, and for a starting deck, 100% my recommendation. But yeah, don't afraid to experiment, and don't be afraid to try to add different kind of cards. Yeah, and if you like my guide and like my video, you can hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. It will really help to grow my channel if you like it. And yeah, check my Instagram channel. I will put the link in the description down below, and share with me your Gwent decks, and I will share with you my opinion. And I guess I'll see you next time, and I hopefully my next video will be the monster deck card. So I'll see you next time, guys.